Okay, let's see if we can do this without losing audio. What's up, y'all? Let's talk about some shit. Today's topic will be ATGATT. If you don't know what that stands for, it's spelled ATGATT. Yeah. It's a small, not even a small, it's a very simple ideal as part of bike life that stands for all the gear, all the time. Although it's simple, it's very controversial. It causes a lot of arguments and fights, and it's been beat to death, actually. So there's no real reason for me to talk about it other than, oh, they got that thing strapped by the rim? Come on. No real reason for me to talk about it other than the fact that I just really, really want to. I hate that freaking manhole. Okay, so ATGATT. All the gear all the time. It is the ideal that no matter what the perceived threat is to bodily harm or injury, that you wear your gear no matter what. So say you get on the freeway, you're like, all right, I'm getting on the freeway sometime today, I'm going riding all day, helmet, gloves, full geared up, it's good to go. On the other hand, you're like, I'm just going to the edge of the block, I've been guilty of this, I'm just like, I'm just testing I just tighten my chain, I want to make sure it's good to go, right up and down the block, I throw my helmet on and not put on my riding boots or not put on my riding pants and stuff like that. So it is contradictory to the ATGATT lifestyle. I'm more all the gear most of the time for me. Like 99% of the time. I very rarely do that. Like I said, I only don't wear my gear if I'm doing something like running my bike down the edge of the corner or something, just to see if my chain's wiggly or something like that. I always put my helmet on because, in the military, you're mandated to put your helmet on no matter what the Michigan law says. Michigan law states that you may not wear a helmet if you so choose to, which I personally think is dumb, but hey, that's a personal opinion, and that's one of the reasons a lot of these arguments come about with the ATGATT stuff. So, so in the military, I think it's DOD-wide anyway. You always got to wear a helmet, period. But I don't always throw on every single piece of gear that I got, especially if I'm just riding down the... Wow, that was awesome. If I'm just riding down the street to test my chain. If I'm going any farther than that, yeah, I'll gear up. It does take time. In the summertime, it's hot. But I don't know if you guys seen my other videos. The biggest mistake video or most expensive mistake video, I'll throw a link up top somewhere. And my Am I a Squid video. I am a huge proponent for wearing your gear because I've bust my ass. Literally, quite literally. And my gear has saved it. In my first bike, shit, I swear I spent more time on the ground than I did on the actual bike, so my gear has come in handy. One of my first set of gloves had metal like rivets in the palm, and they were black when I bought them. They were very shiny by the time I got rid of them, because I used them as a natural human reaction. When you fall, you tend to brace your impact, you stick your hands out and you do stuff like that. It's not gonna, you're not gonna stop yourself with just the meat of your skin and your hands if you're falling off a bike. A good set of leather gloves, textile gloves, good gear will help you stop left lane close. I'll always get stuck with this left lane crap. And with that being said, I know good gear is expensive. I faked it till I made it. I used to wear Home Depot gloves, or those mechanics gloves you get from AutoZone, which I still have now. Occasionally, if I'm doing some maintenance on my bike, I'll have those on when I go riding. Because I need something. Something's better than nothing. And then eventually you work yourself up to getting some pretty good quality gear that will do the maximum amount, or provide the maximum amount of protection for you when you need it. Not if, when. Oh, all the left lanes are closed. Let me scooch over before this guy gets over. Gear protection when you need it. I get distracted very easily. I gotta keep my head on the swivel out here because I don't want to have to use my gear today as I'm talking about it. I'm doing a lot of braking for no reason. Lady, guy, whatever, driver. Yeah, it's not about if, it's about when. And I know a lot of people feel constricted by the helmet, and I have multiple levels of friends who, not multiple levels of friends, multiple friends who ride in different levels of gear. I have one guy that rides in, it's pretty much most of the gear all the time, and I got one guy that's kind of like minimal gear all the time, it's one of those things where at least all of them, I think all of them wear a helmet or some form of a helmet, because you got to protect that noggin, you know. You ever hit your head on a cabinet when you're just, you know, under the sink or brushing your teeth, or in the kitchen moving dishes, you go, shit! Imagine hitting your head on that same cabinet at 60 miles an hour, or stubbing your toe on the edge of the dresser. That's what these boots do. Just speed up anything you could do at the house by about 60, 70 miles an hour, and ask yourself, would you want to feel that same sensation? You know, it's a bit dramatic, but yes, the boots and the helmet do stop a lot of that impact, and the helmets are built to absorb that impact, keep it from transferring to your head. And yeah, people say, oh, he was wearing his helmet and this happened and this happened. Yes, okay, there are very real possibilities that you can become injured while you're having a helmet, or while wearing your helmet. But it's always worse when you don't wear your helmet, because you have nothing to take that initial impact. I got a couple pictures, like I said, that were in my other videos, but I'm going to throw them up in this video just because I want you to see. I didn't even feel my helmet hit the ground when I flipped off my bike. And I am guaranteeing you that I wouldn't have felt my head hit the ground. I probably wouldn't have felt anything else after that, because I'd have been done for. But my helmet took that impact. My jeans, my riding jeans, these particular jeans, not these exact ones, but the same type, I bought them again because they're awesome, literally saved my ass. If I would have been wearing shorts or, you know, some normal old jeans, which I've ridden in before, you know, it's just one of those perceived danger things. Like I said, I'm not always at ATGATT. All the gear most of the time. Sometimes I don't have time to change. Yeah, I factor a lot of things into it, and I double down on my precautions. Like I was the day I crashed, I was out riding around on Mother's Day, went to a nice dinner with my wife and her family, and I had on a nice set of jeans and some boots. I got all the way home, changed clothes, put on all my gear, and then I bust my ass. So yay me. But anywho, there's a complete opposite side to that coin, where people feel like they don't want to wear any gear at all. It restricts their freedom, and that's fine. If it's the law, you know, you're allowed to do it. And I mean, to be honest, not all of us follow the law all the time. We all speed and we all do dumb stuff occasionally, but I personally feel like not wearing your gear, any type of gear, hey, you're just making the line shorter for me at the Kroger, you know. It sucks. You know, people think they look cooler, and you know, it's not even a thing between Harley riders, or I'm sorry, not even specifically Harley cruiser riders and sport bike riders. They cross all genres of bikers. So sometimes you just get people who refuse to wear their gear, and I think that sucks. You know, this does cause a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, this particular topic, but it's my personal opinion. And of course, feel free to fight below, because I love reading the comments when people are arguing about, you know, the ATGATT situation. I am not one of those dudes that tries to force my opinion on anybody else. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. I just know that, like I said in some other videos, like I will never let my daughter get on this bike or even ride her little bike without her gear on. You know, she's now in the 6th grade. I needed to make it through all the grades, and I don't want it to be my fault that she can't count to 3 anymore. You know, and I definitely don't want to have that conversation with her mom. So she's got gloves. She doesn't have riding pants, but I got her external knee pads and elbow pads, and she's got a nice thick jacket, and she's got actual dot motorcycle helmet, because you got a big old head. It's an adult helmet, but you know, I don't want her to be hurt, and I don't want her to mess. She look like me. I don't want her to mess up that pretty face. So it's all you know, all of those things combined. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation where you get jacked up? And even if you don't go that extreme, bugs hurt. Raindrops fucking sting. Oh my god. Even when I have my jacket on, please don't kill me. God, she's on her phone looking straight down. Oh my god. Even when I have my gear on, raindrops cut through this. I have a water proof, water resistant liner, but you know, them little buggers sting, man. I've taken a bug to the throat, in between my helmet, in between my jacket, right under my chin, and I've taken bugs to the face as I was riding with my visor open when it gets hot in the summer. And I'm like, dude, if I was fully exposed, I would be a very unhappy guy. But that's it, guys. Just some of the pros and cons of rocking your gear and not rocking your gear. Appreciate you watching any of the videos. Anytime you watch them, I will think of some more crap to talk about later, but I'm finna go see Endgame. And I know fin is not a word. That is actually me making fun of people who talk like that, so don't think I'm ignorant. I've been to college more than once. I just talk that way because I can. Yeah, so I might actually start doing some motorcycle movie review stuff. A buddy of mine was like, dude, all you do is watch movies. Like half your rides are either food or movies. You should start reviewing these. I'd watch your channel. So if not just for him alone, I might start doing some reviews on Endgame. I've already seen it once. It's going to be my second time, and there's no way on earth I have the capacity to review this movie. I suggest you go check out Kevin Smith's review. Dude, I felt like I was watching it all over again when I watched him. Okay, yeah, ATGATT. Simple subject, big topic. Catch you guys later.